Many people speculate about this mark of the beast and if this RFID chip could actually be the mark of the beast. And I'm here to tell you that I know 100% that in fact, it is the mark of the beast. It fits all the criteria, the storyline, how this thing is hardwired to your central nervous system. It all makes sense. These people have technology where if you accept this into your body, they have a way to attach this through technology to your actual spirit. And I know that sounds crazy. I know that a lot of people may laugh when they hear this, but the information that I found out about this chip through extensive research, through listening to the guy that helped design it, to all of the facts about what it is, how it works, and what they're trying to accomplish with it. This is the mark of the beast. This is Satan's great plan, that he's going to imprison so many souls out of desperation. People are going to lose their homes. They're going to lose anything and everything they've ever worked for, bought, paid, security for their loved ones. They're going to rationalize. And I'll tell you what, the human body, the mind, is very powerful. And when you're faced with death or accept, that mind and those thoughts and those fears can grow to an enormous size. But I want you to know something. You don't have to be afraid, because fear does not come from God. It does not come from your Heavenly Father. He's not about fear. So if these people threaten you that they're going to exterminate you if you don't receive this chip, it is better for you to say, okay, go ahead and exterminate me. I forgive you. And you might go through a tiny bit of hell. I don't know how long you would be in their grips and what they would do to you, but I'll tell you this. They're going to use everything in their arsenal, and the orders are coming right straight from the top. And I'll tell you what, they are going to show people what's going to happen to those that refuse this. And it's going to be graphic, and it's going to scare the shit out of a lot of people. People are going to go, okay, where do I sign up? And I'm telling you right now, you don't want to do that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they do to you, because anything that they could do to you would be better than spending your life, your spiritual life, because you are eternal, whether you believe it or not or know it. You are all eternal, unless you're a clone. And yes, clones do exist, but that's another video. But I will tell you this. It is better that you accept whatever torment that you have to go through, because once that's all done and you get to the other side, you're going to be given a robe with a blue strip around the bottom of it. And if you accept this chip, you're going to be in eternal damnation. And I'm telling you guys right now, yes, it does exist. And these guys that are doing this, that are enforcing this, they all know it does exist. Actually, a lot of them don't, but the higher ups do. And they've already pledged their alliance with the bad guy. So anyways, I hope that before they do shut off the internet and shut off all the communication lines to reset and reboot everything, that you guys look and search for answers. Don't waste your time on foolish things. Find those answers, because this world, the end of this world is coming, and it's coming fast. And that year and a half or 2 years of prolonging your life is not worth. It's not worth what you're going to go through eternally when your body dies. So I know that's pretty harsh and that's pretty abrasive to spit it out like this, but you know, the fact of the matter is, you are eternal, and you'll simply be picking your address. Either you want to be eternally in a good place with the Creator, your Father in heaven. And this is not about religion, because organized religion is of the adversary. It's not of God. Jesus didn't say, go out and organize a bunch of church and make them all have a religion. He never taught any of that. And they have twisted his words and what he actually said and taught to his disciples. They have lied and manipulated. They've gone on record stating that several years ago, hundreds of years ago, they've taken our Bible and rewrote it in a different language and burned the original copies. These rulers in this world, this is his world. This is the adversary's world. And he's going to pull out all of his ammunition. And we are in the time. We're in the season right now. So soon there's going to be a battle take place. And this is why Trump is building a space force, because he knows the good guys are coming. And he knows that they're going to get their butts whooped. I don't care what they have. Their technology is trash compared to what technology that's going to come against them. Unbelievable technology. And not only that, they have the backing of the Alliance, a whole space fleet of good guys. And I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be angels flapping wings behind themselves, fighting in the heaven. It's going to be starships. That's what Revelation's about. And that's why they took the book of Enoch from the scriptures. That's why they've altered the scriptures, because the adversary has declared war against each and every one of us. So this is what you need to be looking at right now. You need to be getting straight with your Maker. Let him know you're sorry for the things you've done wrong in your life, and that you understand that this world is corrupt. The flesh is corrupt. It's sin. And the man of sin is actually the man on the moon. The moon used to be called Sin. And in ancient times, they called it Sin, which was S-E-N-N. So there's the man on the moon. He's the guy that runs everything. That's why the Hebrews, God, this Elohim, which is all the gods combined, one name. Because if you read the Bible, it says, let us make man in our image. It doesn't say, I will make man in my image. It says, let us, implying that there is more than one, which there are. And these entities are the Anunnaki. And their planetary system is going to come through. It's going to cross through our solar system. And in ancient times, they called this the planet of the crossing. And this is back when Noah, the flood and all that, this thing crossed through last time. And every time it comes through, it causes great problems for the earth. So when this Planet X system comes through, Nibiru, whatever you want to call it, these rulers, the ones that created the flesh, which that's not God, because they, remember now, they're fallen. They're the fallen ones. They're the lawless ones. And the lawless one, which is the man of sin, which is the moon, is in fact the one that runs this world. So I know this sounds crazy, I know it sounds made up, but I promise you, if you look and research, you will find the truth. You will know that these things are in fact true, and that they've been hidden and kept from all of us from ever finding them out. You know, they don't want you to know this. So, and this is what the United States Space Force is going to consist of. This is actually one of their little battleships right here. This is a TR-3B. And they have actually bigger ones. They have great big space armada. It's called Solar Warden. And they've been building this. All the leaders of the world have been building this because they know that after the Anunnaki god is done here, he's going to call all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven to come and feast on all men, captains, free men, bondmen, moms, dads, sisters, brothers, cousins. He's gonna go ahead and turn you over and let these entities come and eat us. So, you know, the way to prepare, like Jesus said, is we don't wrestle with flesh and blood. We wrestle against spiritual wickedness in heavenly realms. Now you think about that, heavenly realms. The moon's in heaven, in the heavens. See, it all adds up when you start doing the math and you start thinking about it with a clear mind and a clear thought process, not a deluded, confused, fluoride drinking, chemtrail breathing, poison food, GMO, fake meat eating mind. A real spiritual mind, and you'll know, in fact, what's going on, where we're at, and what's about to take place. One thing that I do want to stress to everybody that's watching this is that your Creator, you are an extension of your Creator. So just know this, He is here. I know He's here right now. You may not be able to see Him with your eyes, but He is here. And He is going to fight for humanity. This entity that's going to come and go into this new temple that Trump and the Hebrews are building is not, in fact, the God of your spirit. In fact, His name isn't God, because God comes from the name Gad, which is Gadriel, and in short was G-A-D, but in English is G-O-D. So know this, and I suggest that you don't spend your time doing worldly things and arguing with one another or hurting people or making them feel like garbage. I suggest you use this time to comfort people, to love people, and to show your extended family the true inner you. Because none of this crap's going to matter when it's all said and done. None of the materialistic homes and the cars and all the bullshit that this world has to offer, none of that crap's going to matter. It's all going to be burned and destroyed. And I mean, these are the cold hard facts. But the good news is Heavenly Father loves you guys, and you can turn around right now. You haven't received this mark yet, and I pray that none of you do. You can turn your life around right now. Start living for Him, living for yourself to know the truth. So let me explain things like this to kind of give you an idea of where you are. Okay, here's the earth, and around this earth there's a magnetic field, force field, and basically there's actually a crack in our magnetosphere right now at the top of the planet. And I believe the crack is because that the Father is going to rapture his bride through this crack. And this is how you're going to be able to get out of here, because this is a prison planet. This is a prison for spirits. That's why the adversary is going to be cast to the earth, and the earth is going to be burned. So just so you know, right now is the time. Utilize this time right now to search your soul, what's in you. And just know this, it's not a matter of if they'll come, it's a matter of when they'll come. They will come and get everybody. The president has signed into Congress the biometric visa ID, and everyone's going to have to comply. And I think by the end of this year, 2019, or the first of 2020, everybody has to have this chip in them. The thing that's going to happen is the economy's going to crash. The economy's going to crash. That was their plan all along. And, you know, they had to have a front guy to make it look like, because they knew people would find out about all the corruption and all the horse shit that's going on. So they got him a front guy. And we all know who that is. I can't say that on this video, but if you don't know by now, you soon will. Christians, all you Christians out there that don't know who he is, you'll soon know who he is. You'll know. But like I said, back to the point I'm getting to here on this video. What's important is that you choose the right thing. Just choose the right thing in this life. Don't fall for their lies anymore. Their distractions, because that's all they are, is lies and distractions. There's never going to be anyone that ever comes to this world and truly uproots all evil. They might make it seem like that's what's about to happen, or that might happen, or you think that's happening, but it's actually not happening. And that probably would be a plan of the adversary, to make it look like, okay, God's back now and he's going to get rid of all the evil stuff in the world. So a lot of people are going to go after this entity and worship him, because he will be godlike with all of his technologies and stuff. So just hopefully that you find some answers with your spirituality. And I'll tell you one good reference to understand it would be to watch another channel, Global Witness, Derek Bose. He's pretty right on target with the teachings of the Bible and how they've been corrupt, and what you need to be doing, and that you know who the Father really is. So I pray that everybody that watches this will find the answers to why you're here, what you're doing here, and that you will know we all need to get out of here. And that's the way out of here. So, thanks for watching. God bless you all.